Okay, it works. So, first question. No, before we start, hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Okay, what is it like to be on a stage again?
I thought I was going to be really nervous, and I thought I was going to be kind of different as well, because before when I was playing, I really liked having a good time, not taking myself too seriously. I thought that was going to change. I thought I was, because I have a bit more of a serious album where it's sort of quite heartfelt and quite honest for the most part about me as well. Not everything, but for the most part. And so I thought I was going to get here and I was going to be a bit more serious and really focus on making sure that my songs were sung to the best of my ability. But I turned up to Germany and I was really sick. I had the flu really badly. And so singing my songs, singing was difficult. And I think what ended up happening was this sort of, what felt like a kind of catapult into, exactly where I left off, and having a lot of fun and being really silly still, and just enjoying myself. I feel very at home. I was really surprised with how at home I felt on stage. It was pretty, because there's been so many moments where I'm just sort of not sure what it is that I'm supposed to be doing. I still love playing, I still love writing, I still love meeting people, it's still all things that are very important to me, but obviously I have to do other stuff as well. And I was just, in doing that other stuff, I kind of started thinking, maybe it just isn't, I'm not supposed to be playing, and that was okay. But I think in the 4 or 5 shows that I've played so far, I'm pretty confident that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. So it feels really good. I feel really happy. I feel at ease and just feels natural. Feels good.
I'm really glad to hear that. I'm like really, really glad because I've missed you, and I'm pretty sure everybody else missed you too. Like terribly missed you, and I've seen a few videos yet, and I could actually see what you were talking about. Right. You could see that you kind of stepped on the stage and you were at home.
Yeah.
And that's really, really nice to see.
Good. I'm glad.
Cool. So, what is it like to tour with Bobby?
Yeah, I mean, we're both sort of 29. Well, he might even be 30.
He's 30.
I think he's 30, yeah. Okay. So when we first started doing this, we were 21 or 22 or 23, 22 or 23. And I think if we had done it then, we probably would have killed ourselves. Well, I know we did a bunch of shows at times during the last few years, or the last 7 years. But now we're sort of, we're professional. We know what we're doing when we get to venues, when there's no sort of fuss about anything. We know how long drives take, what it takes to sort of get your head into the drive and then get your head out of the drive and then ready to perform. And so we're just having a really nice time. We're just like a couple sort of middle-aged, young middle-aged men sort of having a good time. Instead of having 20 beers, we're having, I've had 1 beer the whole time I've been here because I've been ill, but Bobby has a beer in the evening, just about finishes it, and everything's just relaxed, and we make fun of each other, we make fun of things that we see, we're having a good time.
That is really cool.
Yeah, we're just having a good time, we're just friends catching up, and we don't live in the same city, or even the same country, so yeah, we're just having a nice time, and we're just supportive. Like, he's been so supportive.
Brilliant.
Of this whole experience. I really wanted to do this. He really wanted it to happen. He invited me along, and it was the perfect opportunity.
Brilliant.
To sort of ease back into sort of playing in front of people again. Yeah.
Is there anything funny that has happened yet? I mean, you've been on tour for barely a week now.
Yeah,
but
there's been plenty of funny things. I mean, the thing that we're dealing with at the moment is our rental car. Someone's used it for like a home. Someone's decorated their house or something, or they've ripped a tent, and so like there's fiberglass all over the. So we keep going to touch things, and it just we've got thousands of pieces of fiberglass all over our body, which is it's a little bit painful and a bit annoying, but mostly funny. So that's what we're dealing with at the moment. But there's loads of funny stuff that happened. But if you retell the story, it's probably not very funny. But yeah.
With most stories, it's not.
With most stories, exactly.
This is actually your first time playing on German stages.
Yeah,
do you
German
like
stages.
it? Playing
Yeah, I do.
here?
Yeah, the audiences are really attentive. It seems people really want to support music, that particularly of this kind. I mean, that I feel for the singer-songwriters, it's less and less popular, sort of in America or England, or it's becoming less and less. But it seems that on German stages, even in the Czech Republic, there's a craving for that, and people will go and see an artist that's come to their city, even if they don't have the album or they're not really too familiar with the artist. But it's more of an event for people. It's more of a sort of, okay, it's Wednesday, we're not doing anything, let's go and watch someone that's come to our town. So I mean, that's been quite amazing.
Cool, really cool. So one last question about Germany and touring. From what you just said, I understand that you're driving by yourself, like the both of you.
Yeah, we had some help from a couple of wonderful ladies at the beginning when we first arrived, which was great because there was a couple really long drives in there, and I was sick and Bobby was jet lagged, so that really helped us out. But we picked up a car in Stuttgart 3 days ago or 2 days ago, and so we've been driving since then.
What's it like to drive on German Autobahn?
Great. It's really weird. Like everyone keeps like, oh, careful, the Autobahn. But it's like the roads are really well looked after.
Yeah, that's Germany.
Yeah, that's Germany.
Everything is very well.
Everyone seems like they drive really safe. I mean, there's a definite speed to the roads, but as long as traffic is moving, then I've really liked it so far. Bobby just did the longest drive of his life so far because he just got his license.
I heard about it.
Yeah, so he drove all of yesterday, which was like 5 or 6 hours. So he was tired in the evening. I've done quite a few of those sorts of things in the past. So I've been driving since I was 16. So
yeah. So you're good.
Had a bit more experience. I don't know if I'm good. I'm good.
You're good.
I'm good.
Okay, so let's talk about the album. First of all, it's amazing, like really amazing. Heartwarming, touching, perfect order of songs. I fucking love it. I really, really do. I'm gonna ask you a question, and you don't have to answer. But the question is, why did it take so long? So long. I do remember that you asked for crowdfunding sometime in 2014 or something.
Yeah.
And then it took almost 2 years. Why did it take so long?
When I wrote an open letter, I was in Vancouver, Canada. I thought that would be the best time for me best place for me to make the album because I knew a few musicians there. I didn't know how much to expect. I didn't know how much I was going to be able to raise. Ended up raising enough money to get the album going, but I had to be careful with where I was spending the money. Rented equipment, which was great. Found a great engineer, young engineer, Braden, and some musicians that did it for sort of mates rates or friends prices, and people were working around their own work schedules. It was like sort of recording at midnight for a few hours here. So that the recording process itself took quite a while. Then when we finished in Vancouver, I hadn't finished the album completely. I didn't think it was finished, so I went to LA to try and raise some more money to try and see if I could get people on board.